Hello and welcome back to a full week in my life fitness edition. So a few people have asked for this and I appreciate you giving me your feedback. It gives me like a little bit of like structure, motivation of like what I'm shooting content wise, because in today's day and age everyone's like everything's content, just shoot everything. But not everything's like good content. I want to have good quality-ish content. So it is the beginning of the week. I have mentally planned out my week of what I'm going to be doing physically, like for my physical movement, and we'll see if it happens. As someone who deals with chronic pain, as you saw from like my last one, it was my last video, migraines are just like, they're everywhere all the time, and we are just pushing through. And so today, I don't have a migraine. I do have a bit of a headache, but that is minimal and not something I need to pay any attention to. And my goal is to go for a run. So that is my physical activity for today, is to get outside for a run. It's usually between like a 1 and 2 mile run, which is like a 2 and 3 kilometer. I'm really bad at the conversion. All my running apps have updated since I have like an American phone now. So they all are in miles and I'm trying to figure it out. But that is the goal, is to get out there before it gets too hot, which the sun is coming out. So it is getting hot out there and I just want to move my body. It's not about time. It's not about speed or anything. And for me, it's really just about getting up and making that the first priority in the day. So today's movement is a run, and the treat is I most likely will get a matcha after my run, which I normally don't do for like walks. If I do a walk, I'll just kind of do the neighborhood walk and come home. So I also try to look at my week and see what days I'm allowed to give myself a little treat for showing up and doing things. So I think today will be a matcha. I am going to run with my hair down, which I actually have been doing a lot more lately, because I find having it in a ponytail or even like braiding it, just the bouncing is like breakage on my hair. So I just put on a nice lovely hat. It is definitely a full runner's look when I have these like runner hats on, but I'm a runner girl when I go for a run. So I put a hat on, I'll wear my glasses, do some stretches inside before I get outside, and then I walk a couple hundred feet just to like warm things up before I start running, instead of just like walk outside and go straight into a run. And it definitely helps me wake up. I get the endorphins. I was saying this to a friend the other day. I'm like, best way to get endorphins for me is just to go for a run. So I need to push myself sometimes when I'm not feeling it. And I promise that I always feel better after. Like there's never a time that I've gone for a run and been like, that was the worst decision of my life. I feel terrible, even if the run doesn't go well. So let's get ready to go for a run. It is the next day and I did not go for a morning walk. I had a walk on my calendar as my activity today. It's kind of like a rest day after my run yesterday, because it is sometimes hard for me to get up, or just in general to do like a really intense workout after I go for a run, even if it is a short run. It's about learning your body. And I know that's what my body doesn't want, is like to be working out intense every single day. But I did not get up and go outside before the heat took off, because it is still very hot outside. And I knew that I was planning on seeing a friend tonight, and I messaged her and I said, why don't we go for a walk to get dinner instead of order in or just do something inside? So it still will be warm out. I'm actually going to bring like a long sleeve just to throw on in case it does get cold after our walk when the sun goes down. But I'm just fixing my makeup. It feels like it's a lot of makeup. I don't know. Am I blush blind? I hope not. But yeah, I'm just adding a little bit of makeup. I was on calls all day and I realized I'm someone who sits with my hands all over my face. So I'm just getting ready to go for this walk. It's going to be about a 40-minute walk to where we're grabbing dinner and a 40-minute walk. Actually, like a 50-minute walk home, just based on the route we'll take. So I'm going to get those steps in. It is going to be my movement for the day. I will feel accomplished, especially because I'm going to be coming home before bedtime. I hopefully will not be doing a lot of work. I've literally been glued to my computer all day long since 9 a.m. and it is 6:20 and I'm late. So I am going to head out for this walk, hopefully find a pair of shoes that are comfortable and cute for walking this long to grab dinner. But obviously you're going to come with me. Okay, finally made it home, much later than I anticipated. It is just after 10, and let me see how many steps I got, because I was using my watch, but I realized I forgot to use the like outdoor walk tracker for half the walk, but I still think it tracks your steps. It just doesn't track that I did a long walk. So yes. So that is how many steps, 10,800, which is definitely more than my average. And I'm proud of myself for getting that many. So I think my average is about 7,800. Not the worst, but we are aiming for 10,000 steps. I originally thought I was gonna be home around 9:30, but Michael came down to meet my friend Melody and I for ice cream, which was lovely. And then on our way back, we walked Melody home, and then we ran into a complete stranger who then became our friend. And we walked her home on our way to our place. So we kind of like walked halfway home with her and got to meet a new person who's also Canadian living in America. So that was just like very random and very hilarious. So that was why we are home so late. And now I'm trying not to be super stressed about going to bed on time because I probably will not get to sleep before 10:45.
You're a recent graduate?
She did think we were recent graduates, which was very lovely that we looked that young. She did not believe that Michael is going to be 36, which if you see his face, I understand why, because there's no reason a 35, almost 36-year-old looks like that. So yeah, I'm going to get into bed, take my makeup off, get into bed. I would hope to be asleep in the next half hour, 45 minutes. I do want to unwind a little bit. I do find that when I socialize, my energy's high before bed, but I actually want to unwind before I fall asleep. And tomorrow, we're going for a run again, trying to do, again, something different each day. And a little bit of repetition is good, but I think tomorrow will be a run and then maybe Pilates as well, TBD. So let's see what happens tomorrow for the body. It is day 3 of my week of workouts. I usually do try to do 5 days, 5 to 7 days. I mean, if I'm including walks, then 7 days. I try to make sure that like even on my rest days, like yesterday, I go for a walk. So today's technically an actual workout day because it's more than a walk. I am very tired. Definitely did not get to sleep, like I said, as early as I had hoped. But I'm up. I said I was going to go for a run. I told you I was going to go for a run. I told Michael I was going to go for a run. Michael's going to come with me for emotional and mental support, my accountability. And so I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for a run, even though there was times that I thought maybe I won't go. Maybe I'll just do Pilates later. But I'm hungry, so I'm going to start my day with my own. I think I've talked to you guys about these before. These are the plant protein drinks. There's no sugar. They're gluten-free. I would say that they're probably like the best protein drinks that I've had. So I'm not going to have the full thing before I go. That's asking for trouble. But I do need something. And sometimes I'll have like a banana or like something light. But the bananas we have are not ready yet. We just got them yesterday, so they're a little bit too unripe. I think that's the way you would explain it. So half of this, and then I can have the other half either with breakfast or with lunch when I get back. It also just tastes so good, you know? Like it tastes like a treat. So I'll do my usual little bit of light stretching around like the door before I go. Some movements. It looks hot out, so I'm wearing shorts, which these aren't like technically running shorts, but I think it'll do. So I'll do my light stretches. I'm gonna have my hat, my sunglasses. I do always wear sunglasses when I run. I am one of those people that just can't be outside without sunglasses on in general. So I do have a pair of DeWalt construction sunglasses that are amazing and were like $15. I haven't bought a pair of like running sunglasses from a legit brand or from like a running company, but these ones were great. Michael and I bought them, I think you'll probably see on a couple of vlogs ago, sort of as a joke, but they truly work really well. They don't move around, and then I feel like they're like tough, they're hard duty, they're construction, so God forbid something happens, my eyes are protected. And then I usually do the hat as well, because like I said, it's hot out and you got to dress appropriately if you're going out for a run. And we probably will get a matcha. I hope Michael heard me. Hopefully he knows that I want to get a matcha. And then that will be this morning's workout. And like I said, I am planning on doing Pilates this afternoon, so I will show you that. I don't normally do like 2 in one day, but the Pilates is at home and I definitely go at my own level and speed because of my back injury. And it's really just a bit about getting back into my core. So I will take you along the ride for that one when that happens. These are the glasses. I know I've shown them to you before, but these are the DeWalt construction glasses that I wear for running. And they look really legit. Let's go. It is later in the day, and let me tell you, I am so thankful that I booked this Pilates class. It is obviously just at home. Here I am on my floor again, but it is through, like, I guess a friend, an internet friend. We haven't met IRL, but her name is Bree Reese on Instagram. I'll link her below, and she has a Pilates called Kinship Pilates that she does. She does, I think, 3 or 4 classes a week, and so I'm always just trying to figure out what time I can fit in. And this is so necessary. I know I mentioned yesterday I was on the computer all day, and I went for that lovely walk last night. And I've been basically plugged into the computer all day again today since my run. So since 9 a.m., it's now almost 3:30, and I had lunch at my computer again. And I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I definitely get more anxiety when I'm at my computer all day long. And I have no one to blame but myself, because I need to learn to step away and just like take a bit of time from being on screens. I do wear my blue light glasses, so that helps, but I really need to step away more. And this is something that's like actually forcing me to, which feels great because I've already almost closed all of my rings. Let's see how many steps. I got 6,666 steps in. So I've already done like a good amount of movement today, but this will definitely help me get back into my body. Like I said, I'm really trying to work on my core to help my lower back. And I definitely love mat Pilates and floor Pilates, so this feels like an easy yes. And I really do hope it helps my anxiety, because I just don't like feeling anxious. I don't think anyone does, but I really do not enjoy feeling anxious, and I will have to do a bit more computer work later. So this is, I guess, like a big reset, because it's an hour-long class, and I'm going to read a little bit. I'm still reading my fantasy book, so I'm going to read a little bit on the mat before the class starts, like even just 5 minutes. Again, just to unplug my head. And that's also what I use exercise for, is so much of my mental health really ties to exercise. And that's why it's really hard when I'm going through like a flare-up or a pain cycle, is I can't exercise as much and my mental health really suffers. So I'm very grateful I get to do this today, and that it fits into my schedule, and that I don't have to go anywhere, and it really is just like an hour on the floor of me and my body. It's Friday, it's the last day of the week, and it's the first time I'm going to the gym. Normally I try to go to the gym twice a week. I try to do weightlifting in the mix, but depending on the car situation, who's using the car, if Michael's going to work, if traffic is insane, which it was today. It took me so long to get here, but I am going to the gym. I'm going to do a small weightlifting circuit, so this isn't going to be anything crazy. I usually just use dumbbells and kettlebells, so I can put below in the description what I do, because I'm not going to record in there because my gym is technically a private gym. But I will list it out so that if you want to do my light weightlifting. Also, if you are interested in weightlifting or learning more about different, like, I guess like dumbbell weight programs, even if you're not going to a gym but you want to weightlift at home, one of my favorite platforms is A Few Fun Moves. I've been using them for 2 years, and she's amazing. Andrea is the one who founded this and does everything, and she is just really great about education around your body, what feels right, making adjustments. As someone who always has like a sore back or pulled hamstring or something, I'm always making adjustments, and she does a great job of explaining it. So I'll put that link below. I might have like an intro offer for you, so let me see if I do, because Andrea, like I said, she's worth it. I highly recommend even doing a trial with A Few Fun Moves. You can do it at home. They also have a gym program, so I've used their gym program that she's created multiple times. Just sometimes it's hard based on what equipment's available at my gym, but I usually go in with that mindset, or I've actually saved some of her weightlifting for the gym PDFs, and I do those when I'm in the gym. And then the most exciting part is I'm actually going to do the sauna. I really need to rest my mind, my body physically, and the sauna really helps with that. So I'm looking forward to doing both the weight and the sauna, and then it'll be the weekend and I may take the weekend off. I still do movement every day, whether that's like walks or runs, but as you saw yesterday, I took a break. I had a rest day. I definitely felt exhausted after like the run in the morning and the Pilates in the evening. So I just did a small walk yesterday that I wouldn't count as like anything big because it wasn't 45 minutes plus. It was just like an average short everyday walk. And hopefully I'll have more time for walks when the heat calms down. It has been insane, the weather lately. But that's a week of my workout life, a week of my movement. Like I said, I try to mix it up. For me, if I do one thing, I get very stagnant and bored and I just don't put that energy in. And I also just enjoy doing a variety of things. My body responds to a variety of things. And again, just being in tune with what my body needs. So if I'm too tired to do weights, then maybe it's floor Pilates or just stretching, just a walk. It can be a variety of different things, but I just want to make sure that I'm in tune with what my body needs and give it that movement every day, but also the ability to strengthen and grow, because I want my muscles to be strong. I want to be a strong woman. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about my fitness movement, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.